The National Board Group got together and we did a systematic root analysis using the Iceberg Model. And the first one that we talked about was what qualities do people who see a National Board teacher, what do they see? Well, they see a teacher that's student-centered. They see a teacher that perseveres, that is dedicated to their profession, that is reflective on their teaching with their children. They are purposeful in their instruction. Their instruction is authentic. Their purpose is relevant. They're also data-driven because their work is used to see what the weaknesses are and what their children need to work on. They know their students, not just academically, but well, all-rounded students. What do they need to make a better student? They understand students' needs and their interests. And they are willing to improve instruction, their teaching strategies to increase student learning.
Great. So using the Iceberg Model, those are the behaviors that we see when we see someone who's a nationally board certified teacher. So we're going to delve a little deeper into what is actually under the ice.
And so we discussed the behaviors that they possess, and so we talked about some patterns and trends. One of those are, or some of those are, have high expectations for learners, be flexible, adaptable, collect and utilize data, create network of support, be committed to lifelong learning and self-driven, knowledge of the content, pedagogy, and classroom management, and they're usually leaders and seek challenges. So, and also we did a behavior over time graph for the 4 that we thought were the most important, or kind of summed them all up, and each of these we decided would improve over time.
And what
as
are they?
a National Board certified teacher.
And which 4 did you pick?
Adaptability, reflective, knowledgeable, and self-driven.
Perfect. Very good. Okay, so then we went one step further and talked about the systemic structure, or the behaviors that have to change if someone wants to go through the National Board process. So what behaviors did we identify that teachers have to have a shift in their fundamental values if they want to go through the National Board process?
Their dedication and quality of lessons. They also need to be open to new ways of teaching. Student learning must be a priority. They must be able to receive outside support and collaborate with others. They should be reflective. They should be very purposeful with student learning, analyze data, and have that guide and drive your instruction. And also differentiated instruction should change.
Awesome. And so from that, we tried to come up with a causal loop diagram that discussed the cause and effect of behaviors that National Board Certified teachers possess. Meredith is going to explain that for us now.
All right, we have, we believe that the two cannot really be separated, because to achieve National Board Certification, you must have a student-centered classroom, and the students should be at the center of everything that you do. And so for a teacher to achieve National Board Certification and a student-centered classroom, they have to be willing to grow and to change and to improve and reflect on ways to become a better educator. And upon doing that, you realize that to do that alone is impossible. And so you need the help of others, and to establish a network and collaborate with a group of individuals or the groups that can help you to improve your classroom practices, to be able to plan standards-based, purposeful, relevant, authentic, real-world learning experiences. You're going to need this network of support, and you're going to, as a result, you're going to change your practice and you're going to improve as an educator so that the students will be the center of your classroom. We also looked at another avenue where at National Board Certification in a student-centered classroom, we need to talk about the students and not just our own practice. And so we need to know our students and know how to meet their needs and be willing to meet their needs. And as we do that, one of the things that we can do is to, with students, and include them in the process, to analyze data, to find out what their needs are, to use that data that we have from formative and summative assessments to drive instructions and make sure that the students know where they are and where their individual performance line, so that they can work together with the teacher to set and meet new learning goals. And with that, with these numbers in mind, teachers will be able to plan and differentiate instruction to meet the diverse needs of learners. And also, as students get to, or as teachers get to know from this data, as they get to know their students, they'll be able to give them a voice and choice in certain assignments and be able to allow them to showcase their knowledge in different learning modalities, as we know that not all learners learn the same or test the same.
Very good. And so the last step that we talked about, back to the Iceberg Model, were what underlying principles National Board Certified teachers believe in. What are their mental models?
A few of the mental models are that all students can learn, that teachers think systematically about the practice, and teachers are committed to a learning community.
Very good.